Hi, welcome to another very quick video for today. So this is Mimi, and we are talking about a very common topic, but sometimes it's still an overlooked thing to do. So I thought I'd talk about the to-do list today and why I consider your to-do list as your best friend. So the title of today's short video lesson is Your To-Do List is Your Best Friend. So what is this to-do list? The to-do list. Is it really your best friend or your worst enemy? By definition, your to-do list is a list of tasks that need to be completed, typically organized in order of priority. So there are days when I just randomly create a list and I don't really prioritize, but I just want to capture everything that I need to do. And then I find another time to actually organize them into some form of priority. So I do my two-step process in this case. But what does it do? Why do we need to have a to-do list? Well, obviously for time management purposes and to be organized and also to avoid overwhelm. To keep track of your progress. Is everything that you've listed on the list important and have you ticked it off, or have you been looking at that list for weeks and haven't done anything? So that will help you keep track of progress if you have highlighted the ones that you've completed, you've ticked it off, or you've erased it by, I don't know, some kind of um, sticky note or something like that. And finally, it also helps you minimize what other tasks that you need to do. Like me, I'm starting to be a little bit forgetful, so doing a two-step process helps me a lot in terms of managing my list. So in terms of organization, what do you actually accomplish when you have a to-do list? You will have a completed and uncompleted tasks column, or you can regroup it according to your completed and uncompleted tasks. For me, I use my smartphone. I list all the things that I need to do, and once I ticked it off, it just disappears on the screen. So what's left are the ones that I have yet to do, so the uncompleted tasks. But if I want to review what I've completed, it's just a matter of turning on, toggle on and off a certain feature of the phone. So as I said a while ago, ticking them off gives you a sense of accomplishment. And you also need to plan. Find time to make the list. If you just make a list, I know some people make lists all over the place. They have it on a notebook, they have it on a sticky note, they have it on a random piece of paper, or if they find that they needed to do something, they grab a serviette or tissue paper when they're, for example, in a restaurant, and then stick it in their bags. They have a list of a gazillion things to do, and it's all over the place. And if you don't consolidate your list, or just have one piece of notebook or piece of paper, or a sticky note always with you to put your tasks there, it's not going to be helping you get organized. So I suggest highly that you have one central place where you put your tasks or list of things to do. So your to-do list needs to be in a notebook, for example, like here in the photo that I supplied for this slide. So once you have that, all right, you can start grouping the items into some sort of category. So the items could be personal things to do for the boss, things to do for the meeting, things to do for this event, things that I need to do for my home, things that I need to do for the kids, or in terms of things I need to do today, just for this particular meeting, things that I need to do for tomorrow's working day, things that I need to do for Sunday's church service, things like that. So whatever it is, whatever the category, you need to have a certain way of grouping all those items together. Otherwise, it's going to end up being more overwhelming just to have a bunch of tasks all written in one page of one or two pages of your notebook or piece of paper. So finally, in terms of being organized, it helps you improve your memory too. Like I said, because I'm starting to be a bit forgetful at this age, I needed to write down as much as I could. So knowing that I have it written somewhere gives me more confidence that I will be able to find what it is that I needed to do and actually get it done. So I have here a very nice cartoon. It says here, I made a list of 100 things I need to do this week and numbered them in order of importance. Unfortunately, 99 are ranked number one. So that means you're still not sure how to prioritize your tasks if everything seems to be very, very important. Now, what I want you to do is start thinking about what's on top of your list. Is it the most important or is it the most urgent? If everything is important, you can still group them according to which is more urgent. Urgent means in terms of completing the task, it has to be done the soonest possible time or immediately. All right. And the challenge is how do you avoid distractions? So when you are already doing task number one and you see in your list that there's another thing that you needed to do and you feel that it's also urgent, as equally important as the one that you're currently doing, how do you do that? So I suggest you block off and kind of chunk your time, devote a certain amount of your time into completing a task, and don't think about looking at the list for now until you complete the task. And if you find it very difficult to do, then take a breather on that particular task, see what other simpler tasks that could be done. So other people do the simpler tasks first to get them out of the way and do the more heavy kind of work, more mental sort of work rather than just manual sort of work at the last so they can concentrate. Other people do the bigger tasks at the beginning of the day and the lighter tasks at the end of the day. So, really, what is important to you? What is the most urgent? What is on top of the list? These are your considerations. These are things that you need to be thinking about. Motivation. Yes, it's very difficult to get motivated when you know you have a gazillion things to do. So, my thing in terms of motivation is always remember that your list will help you clarify your goals. What are your short term goals versus your long term goals? So, for me, my short term goal for today is to be able to quickly record this presentation or lesson and then upload it so that I can share it with you straight away. And because I want to do that today, tomorrow, I'll probably have another good amount of time to think about my other topic and then record another lesson for you. So that's my short-term goal. And then long-term probably is to develop at least 10 in a month. All right. And I hope I'm able to fulfill that goal that I have for myself. So my other tip to get you motivated and so you don't feel overwhelmed is if you find that your list is too big, break it down some more. So further group it if you can, and it'll help you boost your confidence to keep you in control of the tasks. So keeping you in control or making you feel more in control will actually motivate you to do the task. So, in terms of our tips, reflections, and application for today, remember that the lists are tools. They are meant to be your tools. They are not supposed to be your enemy. It is not supposed to make you more depressed. So, what if you don't take off everything that you aim to do for the day? Reevaluate your list. Maybe sometime some of the tasks could be grouped together or eliminated. If it's not too important for today, you can put them as tasks for the following day. So don't be sad if you don't finish off everything, but you can celebrate if you do.